Not everybody needs the internet. Now, man, some people will be okay with going back to when we just had a Walkman. You need some CDs in your pouch, in your little fanny pack. That's all you need, man, because you're not good with this internet, particularly after an election. Oh, after the election, you're not even in your right state of mind. Having the internet after an election for these liberals is like having a loaded pistol and a whole bottle of Wild Turkey 101. Ladies and gentlemen, and Leslie Jones.
To me, I just feel like all the shit is being revealed now. Trump brought out all those people who really are racist, because most white people are. They just don't understand that they have that microaggression. Y'all mostly are. You don't even understand some of the racist shit you do, and by accident, just from being a white entitled motherfucker. Seriously, and that shit's starting to show now, and it's.
See, this is where I have a problem. I don't have a problem with what she said. No, I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, man, you know, hey, white people, you brought up in a system that is inherently, it's got its biases and its racism in it. You can't control that any more than I can. You can't control that you're brought up in a system that has love for the military. You don't control that either. You don't control how many bombs we drop. You don't control a lot of things about this country. Black people are also brought up in a system that they don't control either. Yeah. I think sometimes people think when they hear that this country has this effect on people, they get defensive as if they control what happens in it. Now, I'm not one of those people. I don't think that everybody is responsible for everything that happens in a country as big as America. I mean, if you and I really could control everything and stop things, that would be different. We could try our best. But anyway, yeah, I don't have a problem with what she's saying here. Maybe the way she said it, maybe the way her arms are furling around and she's kind of losing her head a little bit. But the other thing is that I do have a problem with, what I do have a problem with, guys, is she's acting like this shit just happened. Where you been? Liberal person from Hollywood. Where have you been, Miss Jones? This didn't start when Trump got elected. That tells me that you're one of these people that sit back and watch MSNBC and CNN and ABC and CBS and NPR, and you believe that shit. That means you're cuckoo. You listen to people that make millions and billions of dollars with narratives, and you don't even trust your own gut. Man, there's been racism in America since there's been America. What are you talking about? Oh, now you saying Trump came and now all of a sudden they are emboldened. And if you think they're emboldened now, what do you think they were in the 60s when it was more illegal to be that way? What are you talking about? It don't even make sense, Johnson. It doesn't make sense what you're saying. Logically, it doesn't make sense. We've been having white presidents in America since America's been founded. And now that America's got another white guy, now all of a sudden you act like it didn't have 45 other white guys. 46 other white guys. And now all of a sudden, now it's really going to be racist. Yeah, I think I got a feeling there's some black people that could tell you a little bit about Nixon. If they were still here, they would tell you something like, shut the hell up. Or maybe some that was under Woodrow Wilson. Or some that was under, I don't know, LBJ. Or some that was under, the list goes on, Teddy Roosevelt. Or some that was under whoever. All types of presidents, I can't even come to mind right now. So this idea that just the fact you zero in on Trump as a delineator or something, as the signifier, as the starting point of anything, is delusional. It really is. It means you are infected with corporate media bias because you're not thinking logically. Black people in the 40s, 50s, and 60s are looking at us in the 2020s going, I mean, I ain't saying it's perfect. You want to switch? You want to switch Tim Black? You want to switch Tim Black? I mean, if I was complaining, like Tim, hey, bald head, milk that head boy, fool, ninja, you want to switch? I got a feeling I have a feeling that all the bodies that were hung in those strange fruit trees that Nina Simone sang about, I got a feeling that they will be like, hey, you want switch time zones, switch times of life? Huh? It doesn't make sense what you're saying. And maybe you were delusional thinking we had gone a certain place because Obama was in office. And that means also that you are delusional, that you have no true understanding of what's been happening. Let her keep going, guys. I got a feeling she's going to get worse. I haven't watched this far. This is where I stopped it, and I decided, hey, we're going to put it in the show tonight. Because I like to be like you. I like to be surprised by the content. This is not a good look, Leslie.
Getting so bad, like, oh, we don't want you to see your history and all of that. I think people are just waking up to the shit that's been going on, and now we're waking up.
What do you think? I mean, do you think there's this current sort of more of the extreme of what you're just saying and sort of distillation in the last few years, I sense in particular, was a reaction to George Floyd? It was sort of a reaction,
right,
sort of in that sort of COVID framework. I mean, this is sort of the boomerang that really exposes it at a whole nother level.
Yeah, I think that COVID fucked us up. Yeah. I think that when we had that pandemic and was inside for a little while, I think that some of us lost our fucking mind. And I think, again, Gavin, I just think it's sadness. We're sad. We don't understand what's going on with our government. Our government is supposed to be boring. You know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to turn on the TV every day and see child molesters and felons and shit in our government.
How about it being social media? What about the impact of social media? You know, that would be more of a descriptive of what you're trying to say. I mean, just the fact that we have social media and it's like 24/7. We can be, if you go on your timeline, you have an opportunity to be bombarded by somebody with a different opinion. You don't know what their real reason is behind it, what their motivation is. Maybe they're trolling. Maybe they're just trying to get likes. Maybe they're trying to blow up their spot or, become a celebrity or influencer. You don't know what's going on. But you can internalize this stuff because it's in your face. It's in your hand. And if you're up at night, it's in your head when you go to bed. I mean, this is unprecedented. Why aren't we looking at what's going on in our country? Look at what's happening from that vantage point. Instead of using Trump for everything. What about just the fact we got all these platforms that we're all logged into that puts other people's thoughts in your damn head all the damn time? Not just off the TV, but also from these independent websites. I think that's something we could consider. And that to me is a little bit smarter. It's more reasonable. Like we're actually trying to think a little harder than just shortcutting and jumping in right there. Oh, it's got to be Trump. Oh, it's got to be this. Oh, it's got to be that. Without any real data, without any thinking, and trying to truly come up with something that's not so knee-jerk. You know what I'm saying? And once again, look, hey, man, maybe that has something to do with it. But I got a feeling a lot of things have something to do with it. How about not just COVID, the people that died? How about the misinformation surrounding it? And I'm not talking about the misinformation that John trying to say Trump said you could spray light into your body. No, I mean, like saying that all these shots were good, that everybody needed everything that they didn't necessarily need. What about that stuff? What about the shutdown of the businesses? What about people losing their jobs? People losing their homes? What about all that? But we've been on this slide. I don't know if you paid attention. I guess if you're in Hollywood and you're working and you're getting money, you may not be aware that a lot of America has been on this like a downturn since before Obama came in, since the Great Recession. People lost homes and never regrouped. Businesses went under COVID. They aren't coming back. These are aspects of it you could be bringing up, but it is sad that Gavin wouldn't bring it up when he's a freaking governor. Man, I could understand Leslie's in a bubble in Hollywood. This guy's the governor, he ain't bringing it up. Maybe that has something to do with people being sad, Leslie. Not because, oh no, we need to get a white guy. Maybe. The company closed. Maybe people lost their homes. Maybe people haven't gotten a raise. Maybe all these other things that impact us as well.
It's supposed to be like, those are the most boring motherfuckers, and we don't give a fuck. Like, everyone's frustrated because now this is happening, and we never understood the system. I'm on tour. I've been going to these little small towns, and when I talk to people, you know what they say, Gavin? Does it really matter who's going to win? That's what they think. You know why? Because they're regular people that go to work every day. They go to work every day. They take care of their kids. They do their fun shit, and they don't want to be involved in this bullshit. They want to just be able to pay their rent. They want to be able to take care of their kids. They want to be able to pay their taxes and be fucking Americans.
Nah, dog. Nah, Leslie. They don't think it matters. They don't trust our system either. If they thought that they could actually change this, if they thought their votes counted for something, a lot of people just don't. And that's nothing new, Leslie. 40% of America doesn't vote. Actually, we've been getting pretty good turnouts lately. Like, I think that most people that ever voted was under Biden, which is kind of strange. Before that, it was under Obama. And then it starts becoming kind of unfair because the population has grown. So now we're kind of comparing apples to oranges a little bit if you go back too far. But what I'm saying is, there's always going to be people that don't vote. People that don't believe in the system. People that can vote who don't vote. Okay? Now, if they thought that this system was worth saving, that somehow they were going to impact it, maybe that would be different.
Nobody wants to have to deal with this fuck shit. They don't know what to do. They don't know who's telling the truth. Because in some towns, they don't get the news outlets that we get in California and New York. They get that Fox shit, that motherfuckers. And if you sitting there listening.
Oh, God. She thinks the news outlets she gets in California are honest. No wonder why Leslie says such dumb shit. I get it now. She forgets those are corporations too. Yeah, she don't get it. And cancel listening to you any further. You don't know any better. You're as delusional as the people that you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about either. You're listening, and that's what's scary. Maybe those people at home in those rural places you were talking about, maybe they know they're in a small town and they're not getting everything. But you're delusional. You think you are getting everything. Nah, Leslie. You'll be sadly mistaken when you find out reality. That those so-called liberal corporate media that you're relying on, that you look up to, those people lie like a rug too. Yeah, that's why they get paid all that money. They don't get paid all that money to tell you the truth, goofy. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, are these elitists or these celebrity types, not gonna call you elitists, I don't know. But I wonder, are they really as delusional as they seem? Or is it just a scam? Is it a role she's playing? You can't really think all that money on the line. They're not putting their thumb on the scale at all? That's what you think? You think that? You think, oh, they're calling it straight? You think Trump is Hitler? What you think Clinton was? Why were they friends for 30 years? Why was Bill friends with Hitler? Why was Hillary and Bill friends with Hitler for 30 years? I'm just asking, since, you believe the corny corporate media stuff. When I started asking those questions, you can't answer. What about how horrible America's been before Trump ran? Leslie, we're about the same age, sister. We've been around for a while. Once again, I think you're got a little bit of Asian. We're the same. We Gen X. Yo, Leslie, America ain't been great ever. So what are you talking about? Before Trump, he only been president once. He about to be president again. What about all the crap before he was in politics? Remember that? I remember it. You don't remember? You don't remember the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s? Y'all motherfuckers talk like we was all skipping, holding hands, listening to Don't Worry, Be Happy. Like we was listening to Real for Real, Smile Joint. Happy. That's what we was doing? Nah! No, we weren't. That's not what was going on. Why you get to be selectively concerned? Why are you selectively pointing out horrible shit? Man, we could do this all day. Folks, at this point, nah, she cannot be that delusional. Leslie Jones is a working class sister. She didn't hit big till like 5 years ago. Something like that. Girls' night or whatever that was. Vacation, her and Jada Pinkett Smith. I think that's where she really got her money up. Then she got like SNL or something. It's recent. She was grinding it out hardcore. Leslie knows better. She's like, I'm not trying to go back, Tim. Shut up. Shut your ass up, Tim. I'm not trying to go back to being broke. Just saying, it don't make sense what you're saying, Leslie. That's all. Stop talking as if we got the market cornered in the 2020s on hard times, on dysfunction, on division. You know, America's a country that's more segregated now than it was. Like, Chicago is the most segregated city in America. America's still very much segregated. And even when it's not segregated by race and segregated by class, we all know that. As Chris Rock put it, you ain't gotta have no black people allowed signs. We got prices. Does the same thing. Prices. Price tags. Cost. Yeah, they price things, sometimes they price things exceedingly high just to keep out the riffraff. And nobody says shit because that's what they want. They want to keep out the riffraff. All right, guys, let me know what you think of this, about this segment here. I didn't even realize Gavin Newsom was in it. Told y'all, I just try to be surprised like you. I want to have just as much fun as you do. I want to have fun doing the show, just like you want to have fun watching the show. So yeah, Gavin didn't say anything that was really helpful. Neither did Leslie. But let me know in the comment section. I could be wrong. Everybody's got their opinion. I don't think I'm wrong, but hey, let me know what you think.